Welcome to Crush the CPA Exam's video review and unboxing of Wiley CPAexcel's CPA review course. Now I know what you're thinking, I'm not Bryce. He's off doing CPA things. So I'm going to go over what's in the box and what the software entails. So first off, you're going to get 7,500 exam questions, 160 task-based simulations, 110 hours of video lecture and structure, these textbooks, these focus notes, these flashcards. Now, let's go check out what the software looks like.
Alright, so here we are in the software. When you first load up the software, this is where you're going to come. Now, each section has its own, and we're going to first start by taking the product tour, which is recommended, as this is going to give you a nice little breakdown of how Wiley CPAexcel structures the review course. Basically plan, study, and assess. And as you go down through this, it shows you screenshots of the software so that if you get lost at any time, always come back here, because most of the things that you're going to need to know, how to use the software, or if you get stumbled on anything, or if anything just becomes a little unfamiliar or not intuitive, which some of the stuff can be, come back here to the product tour, just scroll through. There's also some jump links. You can go down to the virtual classroom, the lesson page, the syllabus, everything that you need to know is pretty accessible within this window. And as you go down and scroll through it, you'll see what you need. Now, back to the dashboard. The dashboard it's much better than it used to be. It's cleaned up, it's got a nice beautiful view. So we'll go back to the dashboard. And from here you can also click on student discussion. What's great about this is you can scroll through, look at topics that your fellow students are having issues with, whether it be content or the software, anything and everything that your fellow CPA candidates are having issues with is going to be located right here. So you can X out here, you can always come back to this, ask your own questions. But anyway, back to the dashboard. So here, like we said, we've got our assignment timeline, we've got our current assignments, our course progress, our course completion percentage. If we scroll through the assignment timeline with a side scroll, you can see all the lessons that you need. You can also come down here and just drag all the way across. Now this is for just one section, this is for BEC, but this is your basic timeline. We've also got our calendar, and what we really need to do after we begin this is we need to set up our exam plan. So click here, and it's going to bring you to edit your exam plan. Here we've got our 3 steps. The first step we need to do is we need to decide which order we're going to take the 4 sections of the CPA exam. Now, we recommend taking the easiest section for you first. And click through our blog, we've got a couple of things to talk about this, on why we think this is the best strategy. So we're going to order these like this, come over here, and then you can change when you want this to calculate your study time from today, especially if you're restarting this step. And then next you're going to click continue to step 2, and then this is where you're going to set the actual dates you plan on taking each of these exams. These aren't fixed in stone, you can always come back and change them. So set them loosely according to when you think you're going to take them, and then continue on to step 3. In step 3 you're going to choose which days you plan on studying. So again, you can come back here at any time and change this, recalculate your study plan. So then see my plan, click that. This is going to bring you to your personalized exam plan. It's going to break down how much time you're going to study, how many assignments there are, when you start, when you finish, what days based on what you chose, and how many hours of each study period is going to be. You can always edit it, but let's just continue on. So we're going to go in, hit yes, I'm sure. This is going to calculate everything and then give you your syllabus. So now it's automatically set us into the study tab, which you can always access at any time from the dashboard up at the top right. But you can go through, click down on the syllabus and see what is in each section. You can see the start times, dates, when it's due, and how long you've spent on it and what your grade is. So it's a fully interactive syllabus, really breaks down what you're supposed to be doing. And now in the study modules, when you come in here, it'll tell you how long you've been here, what your current grade is, You can also do mentoring if you want. And in this view, you scroll all the way down and you can see all the videos that are part of this assignment and the study guide that goes alongside it. You can also change this view by clicking here. And when you click here, now you've got multiple windows. So over here on the right, I have my text that's associated with the lessons. And over on the left, I can click to see videos, information, and my notes. So you can watch the videos within this window. You can also expand into full screen within here, turn the volume on or off. You can also resize these windows should you want. This is one of the downsides. The videos are a little dry, to be perfectly honest. Here we can add our notes. And these will be accessible again anytime you want to look through them. We can mark our assignment complete and move on to the next lesson. So far, pretty intuitive, and it'll calculate what you need to do next and the continuing running time of how long you've been doing things. You also notice there's flashcards available, some digital flashcards. These are great, especially if you use them in conjunction with the physical flashcards. And as you keep going, it's got all the ones that you have in your physical set. You can shuffle them, move on to the videos, and again the corresponding text is right here next to the video. Dan Stone's a great guy, but he's a little weird and he's got his snake on his shoulder. Anything to try to be a little entertaining. I mean, they're doing their best. They could be better. We appreciate the effort. Next, you can take an assessment. This is going to tell you how well you did. So it's a quiz. You come in, you can either do exam format or study format. So if you do study format and hit begin assessment, it'll actually tell you whether you got the answer correct or incorrect after you answer it. From here, this is a little screen to tell you what to do. Click next. Now you've got your questions, and it mirrors what the CPA exam looks like. It says you answer incorrectly, it shows you got it incorrect because we're in study mode. If we were in exam mode, it would not show you until the end. And as you go through and answer all of these questions, the very last question, at this point you're used to hitting next, but there's no next button when you're ready to hit it. You have to come up here and you have to hit submit testlet. Again, hit save and quit, and then it'll show you how well you did. It shows you each question, what the answer you put, what the correct answer is, and a brief little mention to why your answer was either correct or why it was incorrect. And then there's some next steps. You can retake it, you can take, again, only the questions you missed, and you can restart the entire lesson from the beginning if you don't feel comfortable. If you click here, it'll show you your assessment history. So as you progress through the review course, that'll go up and down according to how well you do. Now, we're in the last pane, so we can always go back to the dashboard right here. And it'll show you your percentage completion. Right here, our assignment timeline, again, we can drag all the way over. And as you'll notice as you get through them, the course will start to incorporate the TBSs. You'll also have practice exams at the end. And of course, you have unlimited practice exams with Wiley, which is really nice. And then when you're done, you can use the test bank for further study. And this right here in the practice exam screen, it has exam taking tips. It's really designed to try to fully recreate the actual exam. Some last little tidbits here. You've got your calendar, you can scroll through, check out what your dates look like. And then over here, it'll tell you a couple things like how much percentage of completion for each of these different stages for studying. And at the end, it tells you your total study time so far, how much is left and how much you've studied. Wiley's mobile app, available on both iOS and Android, is probably one of the best new additions to the course. It integrates seamlessly and it allows you to study truly anywhere. It's easy to set up. All you do is log in with your course credentials and agree to the terms and service agreements. The app features a clean and easy to navigate interface, broken down into each section of the CPA exam. The app has the same test bank, video lessons, and flashcards. It syncs with the desktop software so that anything you do on the app or your desktop is reflected on both. This is great, as you can pick up right where you leave off, no matter where you're at in your studying. The test bank is very easy to use, syncing as you go. You even get the same functionality of customizing your quizzes by choosing which type of questions you want to be tested on. The app will show you how much estimated time each quiz will take, which is crucial on the mobile platform, as you might not be able to commit to the estimated time depending on where you're at and how much time you have. After you take a quiz, you'll immediately be taken to your results. And here you'll see how well you did, how well you've been doing on previous quizzes, and a full breakdown of the quiz with right and wrong answers along with the explanations, just like it is on the desktop version. And the digital flashcards are excellent as well. So this is like having over 1,000 flashcards in your pocket, accessible at any time. The app also features all the same help and contact information as the desktop version as well. Thank you for watching our video review and walkthrough of the Surgeon CPA Review course. Be sure to visit us at crushthecpaexam.com for the best discounts for your CPA exam review course.